Hi, in this video we'll take a look at Axway Amplify Fusion's database connector custom SQL plug and see how we can pass data to the custom SQL. So in the prior example we did a join using custom SQL. So if you haven't seen that, go take a look at that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my Postgres database, and remember we've got a customer table, we have an order table, and we join them, and we used custom SQL, and this was the custom SQL we used, and we were able to get the 3 rows. This is all of our orders with the customer information joined in. But what I'd like to do is, let's say I only want to know about shipped orders. So I can add a where clause to my custom SQL, and now I'll only get the orders that have shipped. So let's modify our custom SQL in Fusion, and let's see how we can pass in the status. Okay, so let's come over to our Hello DB Custom SQL, and again, highly encourage you to go look at the prior video where we covered this. Let's come in here and let's go click on the navigate button to get to our custom SQL. There it is. And what I want to do is let's come up here and let's update this with a where clause, but I don't want shipped. I want to be able to pass in a status. And the way you do it is you use a syntax of a colon and a variable name called status. So let's save that. Let's save it, and let's test this out. So so in order to test it out, I need to define my input, so I haven't done that yet. So remember, I did define my outputs, but now I have an input, I need to define that. So it is text, and it is called status. And save, and now let's test it, because now I have a way to pass in the status. Shipped, and let's test that, and we get the one result that we get here. Let's just make sure that let's take a look at new. So let's test it with new. Okay, and there's the other order. She has a shipped order and a new order. All right, so we are in good shape. Let's just now come over here. Let's close this and let's reopen it so it can read the plug again. And now we will see that we have the status. And if we had a variable with the current status that we're looking for, we could drag it over, but we are going to set the value to shipped. Save. And let's test that. And I expect to have one result. And there it is. So in this video, we took a look at the syntax for how we can pass variables into our custom SQL plug. And we saw that it was using a colon with a variable name, and then in the input settings here, adding that parameter so that it's accessible from our integration. Thank you.